Today on Tracey's Basement, it's Star Wars Day! Hey everybody, welcome back to Tracey's Basement, and welcome to the channel if you've never been here before, and happy May the 4th to you. Yes, it is Star Wars Day. May the 4th, guys. Be with you. I wanted to do a little Star Wars Day video because I am a huge fan of Star Wars, as you can see from this shelf behind me. I have been a huge fan of Star Wars since probably, I think it was around the 6th grade when the movies were being remastered. My best friend introduced them to me. She and my other best friend at the time, we did a little movie marathon. We watched all 3 of the original trilogy movies. We ate something around 9 bags of popcorn. I bawled my eyes out at the end of Return of the Jedi. No shame. And I loved those movies ever since. Loved everything about them. Another friend of ours, when Phantom Menace was first coming out, his brother stood in line for hours to get us all tickets to the movie. It was a big, huge ordeal. You know, so much fun. You know, not gonna really talk about the prequels in general, but that was such a big deal when, you know, I think it was the 7th grade maybe when that happened. Such a big deal because I was such a huge fan of Star Wars. Have never stopped being a huge fan of Star Wars. Those original trilogy movies, definitely by far my most watched movies of all time. That has slowed down in more recent years because, you know, I'm watching other stuff and I have a job and all that kind of thing. But all total, if you look at all the movies I've ever watched throughout my life, those 3 movies account for a very large percentage of my movie watching time. So yeah, I was totally obsessed with Star Wars. I had a few random toys and collectibles. I built an enormous Millennium Falcon model. I wish I still had it. I have no idea where it went, but it took hours to put together. So many pieces, so much paint. My best friends and I learned the Imperial Code and we would write notes to each other in it. We made plans for board games and all that kind of thing. I wrote fan fiction. Just totally 100% obsessed with Star Wars. And still am, as you can see. So today, for Star Wars Day, I thought that in normal Tracey's Basement fashion, I would share some pops. I have 4 Star Wars pops that I have not yet shown on the channel, so I thought I'd share them today. And, you know, just to celebrate Star Wars Day, May the 4th together. So the first one I've got is probably by far the most memed Star Wars character of all time. It is Admiral Ackbar, the number 81 version of him from The Force Awakens. So here he is, and although Admiral Ackbar is not much more than a side character, they did a really good job on this pop. His head mold is so cool. Look at it. So cool and different. I love the buggy eyes. They did an awesome job on the great big mouth and the like kind of beard-like tentacles that come down over his mouth. All these little wrinkly folds and whatnot. I love the big mouth and the nose and the huge eyes. Excellent job of the paint on the top of his head there. Just overall, the head is amazing. The arms are pretty amazing as well, too. He's got the spines on the back, some of that coloring as well, webbing between the fingers. His outfit is fairly plain, but it's true to the movie. This is what he wears in the movie. It's quite plain. But it does have the little insignia badge there on his chest, the belt, the boots. Everything is very true to the movie, so it's great. It's an awesome pop. I love his head. It's so cool. They did a really great job on it, and it's appreciated because, as I said, he is basically a fairly minor side character, really. But excellent job on this pop. And the second one I've got is the number 83 Sadan Ethano. If anybody wants to try to correct me on pronunciation, have at it. And again, although he is not actually in the movie for very long, they did a really good job on this pop. Look at his head. The head is super cool, and I don't know if you guys can really get the effect on the video, but the marble color on the red, that's just too cool. That's a really cool paint job. It's just different, if you know what I mean. It's very, very cool. And the outfit is amazing. They actually made his little cape here like that knitted material like it is in the movie. Like it actually looks like a quilt. There's the little orange stitching that's all over his shirt. The gun is amazing. You can see it looks like it's bone on this end. It looks like there's a bone knife attached to it there. There's a ton of detail. The belts that are wrapped around it that are holding bits together. If you look up a picture of this guy on Google Images, this is exactly what he looks like. They did an amazing job of this pop, especially, again, considering he is not in the movie for very long. And the other two I've got are from the original trilogy, and this one I was super excited to find very recently in a comic shop in Halifax. It's a Walgreens exclusive, and you guys know Walgreens is pretty much my sworn enemy when it comes to pops. It is the number 56 Snowtrooper. So awesome. I am so happy to be able to add this guy to my collection of troopers and First Order soldiers. So happy, because Walgreens exclusives are so hard for me to get. So I was over the moon excited to actually see this guy in a comic shop in Halifax in Nova Scotia. Just awesome. And he is quite a bit different because he is a snowtrooper. He's got that material coming down under his helmet to protect his face and neck from the cold. He's got the extra bit coming down past his legs to also protect from the cold, I assume. He's got the pack on his back, lots of buttons and whatnot. Buttons on the front. Not a lot of color to him, obviously. He's a snowtrooper. He is primarily white, but an awesome mold. Awesome little gun he's holding there. I'm just so excited to have found this guy out in the wild in Nova Scotia. I don't get many Walgreens exclusives that I get to actually walk into a store and buy. This is awesome. I'm so excited. And this one I saved for last because even though he's not an exclusive or anything overwhelmingly special, he is the character next to Darth Vader that truly embodies Star Wars for me. It is Luke Skywalker, and it is the number 17 version in his X-Wing pilot uniform. And I love this pop. This is a super awesome pop. Here we go. I love this pop. Guys, they did such a great job on the X-Wing uniform. I love the helmet. The helmet is so perfectly molded and painted. I love the little Alliance symbols on the front. I love the visor over his eyes, so it's like, you know, his face is actually underneath there instead of it being painted on or whatever. I love the outfit, the belts, the little control panel, the striped vest. Just everything about this pop is perfect to me. I love it. And when I think about Luke Skywalker, personally, this is how I think of him. Obviously, you know, there's different visions of him with the lightsaber and all that kind of thing, but when I think about Luke, this is how I think of him. This is my version of Luke. I love this pop. It's such a well done pop. Super excited to add to the collection. So there you go, 4 Star Wars pops to add to the collection on Star Wars Day, May the 4th. What did you guys think? Did you like them? Did you like them? I'm super excited about the Walgreens exclusive. And I'm super excited about the other ones as well because Star Wars pops. Star Wars pops. And since it is Star Wars Day, I would love it if you guys would talk to me about Star Wars. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what's your favorite movie, who's your favorite character, when did you first see Star Wars, how many times have you seen it? I can't count, but it's way, way up there. Anything that you guys want to talk about that has to do with Star Wars, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Star Wars nerds unite. And of course, if you've enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tracey's Basement, links in the description box below, and I will be sharing some other Star Wars stuff on those social media outlets today. And of course, as always guys, please, please, please keep coming back for more Tracey's Basement. And may the Force be with you. And this is the part where you guys can give me some love. If you liked the video and you want to watch some more, here are some of the more recent ones, and if you enjoyed the channel, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe right below, please keep coming back for more videos. Bye!